So, you heard all about ChatGPT, and you're probably thinking, wow, that is AI. I finally get it. I get the hype. And where's IBM, right? They probably look like some stodgy old typewriter company, right? No, don't worry about it. IBM is still at the cutting edge, the forefront of artificial intelligence technology. So where ChatGPT really changed the game was that they took seriously cutting edge technology and they made it available to the masses. All of a sudden, AI went from something where there was a fair amount of interest out there for sure, maybe even some fear. But it went from that to, wow, I finally get it. People could log in and they could use the free version of ChatGPT, right, which is based on OpenAI's generative pre-trained transformer. That's what the GPT stands for, which actually boils down to being a large language model. We can get into that a little bit later. But they could finally put their fingers to keyboard and actually have a conversation with the computer, and it would respond back in very natural sounding language and give them answers that could blow the mind with the amount of detail and information that was presented back simply from asking a question. Very cool stuff. And then you'll see there's also spin-offs of that, right, where folks are using AI in a similar generative fashion to create works of art, images, even videos, right? So very cool stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. That is amazing. That's AI. Where's IBM? And I got to tell you, IBM's right there. The difference is ChatGPT, while it's opened people's eyes and it's incredible technology, they're not doing anything that IBM's not actually already doing themselves, except ChatGPT from OpenAI is leveraging data that's sourced from across the broad spectrum of the internet. And I don't know about you, but I've been on the internet, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of bias out there. It all sneaks into that large language model, and the output could contain some of that misinformation, some of that bias, because it all sneaks in, and the large language model basically uses a best guess approach to form its answers. And it could change, right? From person to person asking the question, or even the same person asking the same question, sometimes the output's a little bit different, right? So there are some inherent problems with it, despite the fact that it's incredible, groundbreaking technology. IBM has been at the artificial intelligence game for decades. And you could even think about some pretty notable public examples, right? You had back when the Deep Blue supercomputer ended up beating Garry Kasparov at chess. Deep Blue beat him. And then if you remember when the Watson computer ended up beating the top players in the world at Jeopardy. How cool is that? And then you've heard about IBM Watson, right? That's our commercial branded artificial intelligence capabilities, right? Leveraging artificial intelligence, machine learning, and bringing those capabilities to our business customers. Because IBM plays in the enterprise space where we sell our technology and capabilities to businesses looking to leverage the benefits brought forth by these technologies. And it's through that lens that IBM has actually led the charge. We're at the forefront of all this technology because you want to be able to trust the output from your artificial intelligence, no matter what the use case is. So rather than scouring the internet for data that we bring into our large language model, as ChatGPT does, you want to take trusted data sources that have been vetted as opposed to completely open data. And you want to be able to take the results from this artificial intelligence and actually turn it around and derive business value from it. And so we focus very heavily on those two aspects of our enterprise AI capabilities. And then, of course, a final follow-up to that is, you need to be able to take these artificial intelligence outputs and infuse them into your business process. So we focus very much on working with your use cases in your business model. We want to help you on that journey to actually take that artificial intelligence capability and infuse it into your business processes. And beyond trustworthiness, you need to think of IBM as having taken a leadership position on ethics, ethical AI. It's about taking the bias out of the results set, right? It's about doing the right thing based on the right data. So ethics is very important, and it's at the core of IBM's approach to creating artificial intelligence capabilities. If you think about it, there's use cases across industries. I'll pick one, right? So let's say healthcare. Think of use cases where, as opposed to using a large language model that's derived from all information freely available on the internet, at IBM, we allow you to develop your own large language models that are focused on specific industry terminology, specific industry use cases. So in the case of healthcare, let's say, we'll give you the technology to develop your own large language model or your own foundation model that's based specifically on healthcare. So imagine pointing at a set of information that includes thousands, maybe millions of clinical diagnoses and all of the symptoms, demographic information of patients, all associated together. Build a large artificial intelligence model that you can then use as a clinician to help diagnose the ailments that your patients are suffering from. Or to take that same sort of information and, beyond diagnosis, prescribe the proper medication that has the most efficacy for that particular person with that problem, with their other health criteria involved, or treatments, or what have you, right? This is something that we can all kind of wrap our brains around. And it's an area where you could use enterprise-grade AI, which is deriving its outputs from trusted business value generating data. This is where IBM plays best in the AI space, and this is where IBM can help you, regardless of the industry. So if this sounds interesting to you, I invite you to schedule some time with me. We could discuss your particular use cases. I can point you to some additional information from experts in the field who know more about this than even I do, and we can enjoy creating a vision for the future together.